Bonjour tout le monde! Hi everyone! Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing fine, that you're having a good week, that everything is fine for you. I'm happy to see you today for another class, and today's class is going to be about the winter sport. Of course, this is the period. It's winter now. We're in Toronto right now. It is extremely cold, so what's better than just seeing a little bit the vocabulary of the winter games in French and everything that we can do or not, depending on where you live, and things that we can do possibly in Toronto, Canada. So, les sports d'hiver, the winter sports. First, when you start this topic, you need to be aware of the vocabulary. So, the main one that we're going to be using when we talk about winter, the mountain, the accessories that we need, the tools that we need, the possibly like sports that we can do. So, first one, keep in mind that in France, when we talk about someone, it can be a job title, whatever, when you want to describe someone, you always have to pay attention to the masculine and the feminine. So if you want to say someone that ski, you're going to be saying if it's a masculine, if it's a boy, a man, or a little boy, whatever, un skieur. You see here, it's a skieur, EUR ending, so that means it's masculine. So if I'm saying je vois un skieur, I see someone that a skier, it's going to be masculine. But if I want to say that same thing but feminine, so to talk about a woman or a girl, I'm going to be switching the pronoun and the noun into feminine. So we're going from un skieur to une skieuse. Every time you have a noun masculine that finishes with EUR, the switch to go to feminine is going to be EUSE all the time. So you have to change the pronoun and the ending of the noun. Un skieur masculine, une skieuse feminine. Then we have le ski alpin. So the alpine ski, same as in English, le ski alpin. It's the name of the sport. So if you want to say the activity of doing that, we're going to be saying in French, le ski alpin, which is here masculine. Same thing when we talk about an activity such as le ski de fond. So what is the difference between those two? You know that le ski alpin is when you go down from the mountain, you go fast and you have a lot of fun. Le ski de fond, it's more chill. Not in the sense that it's less athletic, but you walk in the mountain. Le ski de fond. Donc we have le ski alpin et le ski de fond. Of course, if you're planning on skiing, you need to have des skis. Les skis, the objects that you put under your feet, we call them, same as in English, les skis, des skis. For some, people needs to have the sticks. To say sticks, we're going to be saying des bâtons. Bâton is sticks, and if you want to be super precise, you're going to be saying des bâtons de ski. So sticks for skiing. Des bâtons de ski. Then, of course, you're in the mountain. It is freezing. You need to have some snowshoes, snow boots. We're going to be saying des chaussures de ski. So here, ski shoes. Des chaussures, des shoes, de ski, of ski, to ski. Donc, des chaussures de ski. Of course, because we are super careful about our health and other people around us, we need to wear a helmet. So if you want to say a helmet in French, a helmet is un casque. Careful with the pronunciation on this one. Every time you have Q-U-E, you will never pronounce the U. Don't say casque, casque. No. The E is mute because it's at the end of my word. There's no accent on it. I never pronounce it. And the U after the Q is mute too. So I'm just going to be saying un casque. Un casque, a helmet, masculine. Then you need to have those glasses. To say the glasses, les lunettes de ski. Same thing. We have to precise that it's for skiing, because if you just say lunettes, it can be lunettes, the regular glasses that you need to read a book or in front of the computer, or les lunettes de soleil. Soleil is sun, sunglasses. Here, we're talking about the winter ones, so les lunettes de ski. Then, of course, if you're planning on skiing, you need to be at a specific place, which is the mountain. So how do we say the mountain? We use that word la montagne. Kind of similar, but here you see that mountain is feminine, This is why we're using the specific pronoun singular feminine la. La montagne, the mountain. Then you have un téléphérique. Téléphérique, that's sort of like the gondola that you need to go up in the mountain, un téléphérique. And then you have un télésiège. So what is the difference? Is that téléphérique is the big gondola where you can be like multiple people in it, and télésiège, you're just alone on your thing, the lifting chair, and it takes you up to the mountain. Donc, pronunciation, let's go check that out again. Un skieur, une skieuse, le ski alpin, le ski de fond, don't pronounce the D, le ski de fond, des skis, des bâtons de ski, des chaussures de ski, un casque, des lunettes de ski, la montagne, un téléphérique, un siège. This is like the main vocabulary that maybe we're gonna need if we go skiing in the mountain. And we have the verb, but we also have the verbs. When you talk about the winter sports, the winter games, winter activities, you're gonna be using a verb to make a phrase, to be saying, I'm snowboarding, I'm ice skating. In French, you're gonna be using different verbs depending on the things that you're talking about. So first, we have the general verb. When you want to say that you're doing an activity, you're going to say faire. Faire is to do. Then you have jouer. Jouer, to play. When we say jouer, it's practically more like, not always, but I would say you play, for example, basketball. When it's an activity that requires a ball or an accessory, you're going to say jouer. If you want to say, for example, board games, you're going to say jouer aux jeux de société, board games. But if you're planning on like using maybe something that's more like an activity at the mountain, you're going to be using either faire ou jouer. You're going to be using both. We're going to see when. And then we have to go. To go, aller. If you want to say, I go to the mountain, je vais à la montagne. If you have a little question about the verbs, don't hesitate to check the previous videos. We talked about the verb aller, we talked about the verb er. So make sure that you manage to understand how the verbs work in French, and then you're going to be understanding all of those super easily. So to do, which is faire, to play, jouer, to go, aller. The R ending is sound. Then we have some specific verbs, of course, such as to run, which is going to be courir, to jump, sauter, to ski. We're going to be saying kind of the same thing, but of course, like with a French touch. To ski, skier. So ER is sound, ski, skier. And then to ice skate, it's going to be kind of a little bit different. We're going to say patiner. Patiner to ice skate. So main verbs when we talk about the winter sports, winter activities, winter games: faire, jouer, aller, courir, sauter, skier, patiner. As I said, depending on the situation, the action that we're talking about, we're going to be saying a verb, okay? We not use those verbs for like different activities. So for example, if you want to use faire, you know that faire is to do. We're going to be using faire with some specific activities, such as the first one, du patin à glace. Patin à glace is ice skate. Just to say ice skate, ice skating, you're going to say faire du patin à glace. Okay. Then, if you want to say snowboard, we're not going to say in French like I'm snowboarding. You're going to use faire to do some snowboard. So faire du snowboard. Then you have du ski. Same thing. Here, as I said, we have two ways to say it. Either you use to do some ski, faire du ski, or you use the verb straight away, to ski, skier. So you can either say, if I want to say, for example, I love to ski, j'aime faire du ski, ou j'aime skier. You can either use faire du ski or skier. It's the same thing. Then you have faire de la luge. Faire de la luge. So luge is the last little image on the right. For those who don't know how to ski, for example, like me, if I go to the mountain, I'm not going to be skiing because I don't know how to unless I learn and I try. But one thing that I know for sure that I'm going to be doing is la luge. This is fun. Then, des boules de neige. Boule de neige, of course. Boule de neige, you have to guess. Faire des boules de neige. Donc, that will be literally snowballs. And of course, you're playing in the snow. So, if you want to say to make some snowballs, faire des boules de neige. Then you have du ski de fond. As we said earlier, ski de fond is the ski walking. And last one, un bonhomme de neige. If you know a little bit of French, you know that homme means man. Bonhomme is like a little cute word to say a snowman, but instead of saying like man of snow, which can be maybe a little scary for the kids to say like it's a snowman, like homme de neige, we say bonhomme to make it more cute, maybe more like kind of a character vibe. Bonhomme de neige, snowman. So we have patin à glace, ice skate, snowboard, du ski, de la luge, des boules de neige, du ski de fond et un bonhomme de neige. Just to make sure everything is fine, you can try to match the picture with the activity. If you want, just to make sure that you understood a little bit what means what. Don't hesitate to text us on our social or in the comment just to make sure, for example, okay, patin à glace, is the image number 3, or bonhomme de neige is picture number 5. I don't know. You can try to do it just to make sure everything is good for you. So this is the list that we use for the verbs to do. Then we have the verb aller. Aller means to go. So here, of course, depending on the place that you're talking about, you're going to use aller, then a different little article in front of the place you're referring to. So for example, if you want to say aller à la montagne, that means go at the mountain, to the mountain. Here, mountain is feminine, so every time you're going to talk about a place that is feminine, you're going to be saying à la. That means at the or to the. To the mountain, at the mountain, aller à la montagne. Then you have sur le télésiège. So remember, télésiège is the chairlift that takes you up in the mountain. Aller sur le télésiège. Sur means on. So to go on the chairlift, to go in the mountain and have a lot of fun. So here, aller sur le télésiège. Then à la patinoire. So you know that patin is ice skate. Patinoire is the ice rink. Patinoire. Donc, same thing. Patinoire is feminine. So if you want to say to go to the ice rink, aller à la patinoire. Then, à la piscine couverte. Piscine is swimming pool. Couverte, covered. Of course, if you're in the mountain, maybe you're super brave and you're down to go to the swimming pool that's exterior and it's going to be freezing outside. Personally, I'm more into the covered one. So, à la piscine couverte, the covered one. Covered swimming pool. Then, dans la télécabine. Télécabine is the same thing as the gondola, is the big one. You can be like multiple in it. So you're going to be using the verb aller and then dans la télécabine. Then you have au magasin de sport. Magasin, the shop, and then sport, same thing, sport. So the sport store, the sport shop, to say to go there, aller au magasin de sport. Here, why is it not à la, such as the mountain, à la montagne, but au magasin? Is because magasin is masculine. So the at the, or the to the, plus a noun that it's masculine, is going to be au. À la montagne, at the mountain, because mountain is feminine. Au magasin, because magasin, store is masculine. Au magasin. And then, sur le téléski, téléski is in between the chairlift and the gondola. It's like practically like the chairlift, but like you could be like multiple people. So you're going to be saying aller sur le téléski. Now you know the vogue. À la montagne, sur le télésiège, à la patinoire, à la piscine, dans la télécabine, au magasin et sur le téléski. Now, same thing. You can try to match it to make sure that you got the vocabulary with the right picture. Little recap. Okay? You can look at it more closely if you want, but these are the main sports at the mountain that we're going to be saying in French. So we have le ski, la luge, careful, the hockey, le hockey. We're going to be saying le hockey. Some people say to say snowboard, le surf des neiges. Then you have le patinage, le saut à ski. Remember that sauter is to jump, so you can do even like sometimes some like little whoop in the sky. Le saut à ski. These are the main activities that we're going to be using and talking about when we speak about winter activities. Okay, now little exercise for you. You have this little picture here and you have all of the vocabulary on the side. You have a little number that describes a specific thing. This thing is a part of the list on the side. I want you to tell me for the number what matches. So what is the right word for the right number? Don't hesitate if you have any questions, something that you didn't get, or if you want to know more about all of those, to text us or to send us a message on the social media. Do this exercise so that I can see a little bit if you're comfortable in the winter theme. I wish you all a good end of your day. I wish you good holidays and I hope to see you soon. But please don't forget to subscribe to the channel because you're going to have a new video next week. Bye!